You know what I'm saying? So why you even speaking on the shit? But for him to just say anything and say, you black hoes, and then he say, these white hoes moving up on you, man, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear that, because if you knew what black women were doing, if you knew what they really were doing, creating businesses, being entrepreneurs, taking care of their families, you would never say no dumb bullshit like that. But you probably, Trick Daddy probably talking about his aunt or his niece or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Probably somebody that's close to him. You know what I'm saying? In his perimeter that he know. And he like, well, they ain't doing shit, so I'm finna criticize and group all these individuals together.
Welcome back to Bolly Speaks, Cochise.
Man, I'm good to be here.
Hey, glad to have you. Glad to have you.
Man, glad to be here.
Hey, so recently Trick Daddy made some comments on Instagram about black women and about how they need to straighten up before white women and Hispanics.
These Spanish and these white hoes, they done start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You all is useless.
Right.
Man, how did you feel about that? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Trick Daddy and his comments saying that basically it's almost about to be a takeover if white and Hispanic women can just learn how to cook.
Right, learn how to fry chicken.
How to fry chicken, right?
It'll be a wrap for them.
Absolutely.
Well, when I first seen the shit, I was like, another stupid ass motherfucker saying some dumb ass shit. You know, they look like us, one of us, saying some ignorant shit. And it just frustrated me because you see it so much on like your timeline from individuals that you know, like that really ain't doing shit with their life, but they so quick to criticize black women and tell them what they need to be doing. When I'm like, bro, I know you. You feel what I'm saying? And I know you stay with your mama. You feel what I'm saying? But you so quick to tell somebody what the fuck they need to be doing when you ain't even got your shit together. And then when it's people like Trick Daddy that say that shit and then they think it's okay. They like, oh, the shit that I'm saying on Facebook and the shit that I'm saying on Twitter is cool because I motherfucker like Trick Daddy saying the same thing, so it's okay. It's okay for me to say this detrimental shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't see, really though, on my timeline, on Facebook and shit like that, I see a lot of black women handling their business, taking care of their children, raising their children, being supportive, holding us down when they hold us down all the time, when we wrong or when we right, when it comes to this police brutality shit. But you got a motherfucker like Trick Daddy with a zombie ass looking face. All of a sudden, you telling people what they need to be doing. I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? And what do you feel like that's gonna better somebody? And they gonna take some advice from your creepy looking ass. You know what I'm saying? It just rubbed me the wrong way, and it pissed me off, man. I'm just sick and tired of the shit. I know our sisters tired of the shit, but I'm tired of the shit for real.
Right. And I think it's important, just to point out that, Trick Daddy, I don't think his views represent a great majority of how black men feel about black women. Nah,
of course not. Because it's just like, who is he? For first of all, who are you to speak on anything? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest thing. People weren't pissed off about. I think people weren't mad about like saying, oh, this is somebody and what he's saying is important. It was like, why are you saying it at all? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to say anything? Like, first of all, who are you?
Not qualified.
You're not qualified. Basically, you're not qualified to speak on anything. Just shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you individuals that felt like you had this or you want to stay relevant and you want to talk about this and that shit don't fly no more. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we like to give our old heads passes. You like to give because they don't understand the generations or new individuals. You know what I'm saying? You talking about somebody getting they ass paid for and makeup How old are you? You like 50, 60 some years old. So what are you talking about? Are you looking at a woman that you possibly think that you can get because she got her body together, or she paying for, or whatever she doing? You couldn't pull her anyway. You know what I'm saying? So why you even speaking on the shit? But for him to just say anything and say, you black hoes, and then he say, these white hoes moving up on you, man, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear that, because if you knew what black women were doing, if you knew what they really were doing, creating businesses, being entrepreneurs, taking care of their families, you would never say no dumb bullshit like that. But you probably, Trick Daddy probably talking about his aunt or his niece or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Probably somebody that's close to him. You know what I'm saying? In his perimeter that he know. And he like, well, they ain't doing shit, so I'm finna criticize and group all these individuals together. Now you just putting fuel on the fire, and we don't need that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you say fuel on the fire, you know, it's kind of like, you know, during these times, it's the racial tension is very high. You know, right. there's a battle, there's a war, so to say, between the races, and now, you know, with the introduction with films like Birth of a Nation, and then, you know, after this you have comments from people like Trick Daddy. It's almost as if there's a war or divide between black women and black men, or right. black feminists and black men. And so right. it's kind of like it adds even more, you know, like you say, that it adds more fuel to the fire, because it's another thing that we have to address now to clarify. And you're gonna have a lot of brothers that say, hey, you know, Trick Daddy has a good point.
Right.
You're gonna have a lot of brothers that say Trick Daddy doesn't have a good point. Right. And you're gonna have a lot of pissed off sisters too.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I feel like we need to be respected. I don't give a fuck if you feel like, first of all, you just shouldn't be the person to be like, I'm gonna criticize and point the finger and say all this shit about anybody. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, focus on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like once you put yourself out there to criticize certain shit, then you open yourself up for that same criticism. Because people gonna dig into your background and be like, who are you to speak on anything? But it creates that the division, and we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? We got so many problems that's going on. We do not need a division. But what I want black men to do is really listen to your sisters, listen to your girl. Listen, if you're not learning nothing from your woman, if you're not learning anything from her at all, and I know we all fuck up, I know all men fuck up, but I'm saying if you're not learning nothing from her at all, then something ain't right. And obviously, whoever the individuals are around Trick Daddy, he ain't learned a goddamn thing. You feel what I'm saying? That may be from his mother, his aunts, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Because you say that detrimental stuff like that about black women, he ain't even say, he just put all women as hoes. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even like that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, like, bro, he ain't got no disrespect. He ain't got no respect for it. And that shit was just disrespectful, detrimental, and we don't need it. But I want all black men to just listen to your sisters. If they in pain, or if they talking about something that bothers them, listen, try to understand, try to get some understanding, evaluate what they talking about, and then be like, okay, how can I better this situation for you? Because I don't want you in pain. And I want to be listened to the same way you listen, the same way I'm listening to you. I want the same thing for me as well. I want us to be able to listen to each other, talk, grow from that, and find some solutions. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if I don't want to hear your problems, and I feel like your problems don't matter to me, it's just gonna create more of a divide. You feel what I'm saying? And we definitely don't need that. So it's like, we gotta be able to listen to our sisters and listen to their pain. I don't give a fuck if they say, you know what I'm saying, you know, even if they say, you know, well, you know, what are the men doing? Be like, you know what? I'm gonna play my part. You ain't gotta respond, but you just get active. Do something to show that you're willing to listen, or to show that you care.